So, Ronan, since you're currently helping Melly, Colton, what is your plan?
So, like we discussed during the week, I wanted to kind of start working on an exit strategy. Having as traffic goes by,
Yeah.
that's a great Sirenscape bot you got going on.
I know, right?
Um,
Beep, beep, it just keeps going.
Yeah, so being a vampire and having kids is not a sustainable lifestyle. So I'm kind of starting to think I need to plan my exit strategy because it's not like there's a choice to make. I can't unbecome a vampire as far as I know.
You haven't even looked into that yet.
Well, is it a thing? Is it even a thing worth pursuing?
Yes.
Shit.
So, FYI for you, normally, no. But you guys are a special circumstance. There's a reason why I need the original players here, because it's all tied to the story and how you became vampires.
Okay. All right. Well, either way, for now, it's unsustainable. So,
yes,
what I'd like to do is I would like to get a place like it. If the best I could do is just squatting in some warehouse, then that's the best I could do. But if I have enough money to,
buddy.
set up a little one-bedroom apartment.
Okay, so how many dots and resources do you have?
Resources.
The background.
Background. Where is resource? Oh, backgrounds. Yes. Resources. I have 2 dots.
So basically, your living situation is an okay apartment. You got a car, and you have you could pay for a daycare or someone to come in and clean kind of thing. Not like full-time maid or butler, but like a babysitter.
I'm just trying to walk her through it.
You're good.
That's all the Facebook is.
Basically, you could literally live for 6 months without a job, but you'd have a small apartment, and very seldom spending sprees. You would be cutting it close normally because of food and electric stuff like that, but you can make it for like a college student. You can make it for like a college student for 6 months.
Right.
You know what I'm trying to say?
Yeah. So that's kind of what I want to do. I want to find like a 1-bedroom place in the shittiest.
But that would also mean if you leave half your money for your family, it would basically be 3 months you could survive like that.
Yeah. I really only need 2.
You plan on dying by then. Got it.
Well, either that or pulling money off of bad guys.
Dark Avenger.
So, you start looking through newspapers and whatnot. The big problem is, as what you're gonna do right now, for the rest of your next evening or whatnot, is kind of looking for a new place to live, because it's not gonna happen overnight.
Right.
And this is very much a night by night game right now.
Yeah. So I guess the other option would be if I did happen to feed on a bad guy and kill him, maybe I wait until I see him go back to his apartment to do it, and then I live for a little bit cheaper.
That is an option you could do. I know a drug dealer who has an apartment.
Let's
No, you
get him.
don't.
And it's also very depending on how he does it. I mean, man, you have to kill him. It could already be done for you.
Yeah, I wouldn't kill Ronan.
Or did you mean Randy? I first thought it was me too, but
Yeah, it was you.
oh, okay. Fuck you.
Oh yeah, Randy's a drug dealer too. He only does weed and stuff, doesn't he?
Yep. But we never really got to see like where he lived or anything because he didn't have that developed and hasn't played since.
Yep. Okay. So that's your evening. You're gonna kind of stay in while looking for stuff, or what are you gonna do?
I mean, looking for stuff takes about an hour. After that, I'm out. That's put the kids to bed and head out for the night. Go find some
Okay,
some
so
trouble. Were we supposed to meet Tony at the Wink and Tickle?
sure, that could be tonight. That
The original one was in 2 days, but
It's been at least one day.
it's been like 2 months.
Yeah, touche.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, I had the notes. Yeah. Gotta go
September
meet
5th.
Preston.
Yeah. So the Wink and Tickle. Thinking she shall find. Where's he at? We'll go ahead and skip one night. That's not a problem. Colton, I do believe. No, we can't skip it just yet. Colton, I assume you're going to have an answer machine, correct?
Yeah,
You have a few missed calls from the school.
that's fine.
Hey.
I'm going to ignore them.
Okay. So yeah, basically they've been out for 3 days, I believe now.
Yes. Yep. It's only 3 days. Fine.
Okay.
Truancy. Truancy.
Okay. Ronan, I believe we left. Oh, Copper or Sage is
Yep.
in here.
Yep. Hello.
Hello, Sage.
Hola.
Okay, so, Ronan, we left off with you. Basically, you need to have that money by the next night, if I'm correct.
Yep. That's correct. I'm about to go back empty handed. It's going to be a good time.
Okay. So is that what you do?
I mean, I don't think we ever necessarily said how much money I had to get, but I'm sure it's some amount that I can't
Yes.
get in time.
Mainly because that's how he keeps you.
Right.
The interest
So,
rates
yeah, I
and the
mean-
missed payments and everything. There's no way in it.
Right. So yeah, regardless, I'm gonna have to go see him empty handed. This probably isn't the first time either. So fuck it. Yeah, let's go.
Okay. So, you go up, and he's currently set up in a nice sized warehouse. You knock on the door, and it cracks open, and Happy's there. He goes,
Yep.
You have balls coming in, boy. I'll tell you that right now.
Oh, happy, you know this is the first time.
Hope it ain't the last time. Like, I don't
Guess
know
we're
why,
gonna
but
find out.
yeah, I guess so. So as you kind of walk inside, it's a pretty nice drug business going on. Over in one corner, there's actually a bunch of like weed growing and everything. There's some people almost in there. You ever play Grand Theft Auto 5?
No, but I mean I've played other Grand Theft
Yeah,
Autos.
you know how it is. They're all in their underwear kind of doing stuff because the big guy doesn't trust them, etc., etc. Sage, are you on your Android completely? Trying to log into this?
Just Discord on my phone.
Okay, because you're still kind of turning for your. Oh well.
Your camera's messing up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, Happy kind of shrugs, like goes, "Well, you here to see the boss?
Yes, sir.
He's in a foul mood. I'll warn you now." When he kind of starts walking up and kind of leads you through the warehouse, and he goes, "Okay." He brings you to like you go up these stairs. There's like this office, kind of overlooking everything, up high.
Mhm.
He kind of shrugs. He goes, "Well, he won't let me in because he knows I like you. So, best of luck, buddy," and slaps you on the back.
Thanks, man. I hope I don't need it.
So I assume you go in.
Yeah, I'll knock first.
So you knock, and you hear voices inside. Like he's talking to someone. He kind of goes, "Who is it?"
It's me, boss. It's Ronan.
Fucking hell! Come on in.
I'm gonna, yeah,
Okay.
open the door.
So you step in the door. He's sitting at this pretty nice sized desk. There is a pistol on the desk on one side, a knife on the other side, just out in plain view. He has papers all over the place. He's currently talking on the phone. So he kind of looks up at you and acknowledges you and kind of turns away, like, "Yeah, you know what you owe. I'll get back to you," and hangs up the phone. About this time, you notice that there's two other guards standing right behind you inside the room. They're pretty big. And he goes, "You bring it?"
I wish I could tell you yes, but no, I did not.
Ronan.
Boss, you know me. I am good for it.
Well, this isn't the
I just need.
This isn't the first time. It hopefully can be the last time. And snaps. Roll alertness and perception.
Ooh, I think. Ha! I figured out the.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
How'd you get that?
So that is the main dice pools under dice, where you can add the quick rolls.
That's pretty epic. Let's see.
So I have that one, and then that bark command set up for what you had me roll last time.
Nice. So you see it. The two guys actually step up behind you. And you actually see one reach forward for the back of your head.
I'm assuming I'm a...
I see him like drop down, but be at the wrong window. So you see him like drop in the drug area and not the office.
Right.
Just casually fall in the window outside. Just.
Am I nimble enough to duck underneath the arm and backwards between the two? I'm assuming they're pincering up onto me.
Dexterity and brawl.
I do not have a quick thing set up for that, so
yeah.
Not one I roll very often. Dexterity and gross. They're D10s, correct?
Yes.
Yeah. Oh, fuck. I gotta remember how to do this. It's been so long.
Slash roll, space or slash R.
Oh, I think I just forgot the space. One success.
Okay. So basically, they grab your head and slam you down face first onto the desk, and they're holding you down. They are extremely strong.
Like suspiciously extremely strong, because
well, they're guards for a drug lord.
I guess I haven't really proven that I'm very strong.
Yeah. So you are basically like face down. You can probably kind of turn your head to kind of see what's going on. That way you're not like face down trying to breathe through a desk.
Yeah, I'm gonna kind of sideways turn my head. And
oh, Ronan. I know you don't want me to get that little girl that hangs around your apartment to help pay your debt, do you? That would be most unfortunate for her. I do believe Johnny up the street is in the need of someone that she could fill the position of.
Yeah, we're good.
I don't I don't much like the sound of that.
It's a threat. You're not supposed to.
I'm gathering that. And I know this isn't the first time I've been late, but I can assure you I have had some circumstances happen. It will be the last time I'm late. I just need one more week.
Oh,
And
a
I'll
week.
just, if you can.
I think I may need some collateral for a week. And he kind of snaps again. And they reach down and grab your hand and force it up onto the desk.
Can I reach my... Can I reach my wallet? Or am I pretty stuck
You
at this
have
point?
a free hand. I mean, you could probably reach it. But you can just reach down and grab it, or you can actually say, hey, I got money in my wallet. And you just gotta reach and grab it?
No. I'm sorry, I'm thinking like 3 steps ahead.
And yeah, you can probably try to reach for your wallet.
No, that's fine. I just want more so. I do have it on me. For the reason being, I'm assuming I would have also still been carrying the badge that I lifted off the dead body in the house eons ago.
Yes. Sure, if you want it.
Okay. I would like to if
That'd
it's
be-
something
no,
I would
here's the
reasonably
thing.
have.
Well, here's the thing. Would you literally carry evidence around?
Rather than leave it in my apartment that officer has already stopped at.
Have you not disposed of it? Like, would you? I mean, it's up to you. Like, you actually going to carry it around? Are you going to dispose
I
of
feel
it?
like-
Would you leave it? What would you do?
I feel like Ronan is crafty enough that he would have held on to it just for the purpose of trying to make use of it later on.
Okay.
Because he comes from not a whole lot of resources, so when something falls into his lap that he can potentially make use of, he's going to try to keep and hold on to that.
Okay, that's fine. Yeah. So you do have it.
So, okay. With that in mind, then, boss, I got something to show you, and if you'll let me show you, it'll explain why I need a little time.
He was actually reaching for the knife. He stops and looks at you. I want you to roll a. Is it legit? So like charisma or manipulation? What do you think?
Well, the manipulation was going to come if he allowed me to pull it out.
Okay. Okay.
So, but at this point, I think it would just be trying to win him over to let me even show it to him.
Manipulation is
The
manipulation is streetwise, because this is a
Okay.
drug dealer trying to go like, "Hey, boss, like, do it."
Two
3.
successes. I got 2 ones.
Oh, you're right. He stopped for a second. He go ahead and takes the knife and kind of sets back. You have me intrigued. What do we have?
I'm gonna pull out the badge.
He's still
I'm not
holding,
gonna
like they're still holding your face down,
Oh,
but your hands
okay.
are. They let go of your hand.
okay. As I'm slowly, like, I'm making it obvious I'm not going for a weapon. I'm gonna slowly reach back and say, boss, I've been approached by somebody in regards to this operation, and I'm gonna slam the badge down.
He looks forward. So about this operation, you say?
There's a cop that's been sniffing around my apartment. Happened to lift this off of him the other day whenever he was there, trying to find out who the heck this guy is, but he's been sniffing around, and he approached me and asked me if I knew anything about you. He offered me quite the reward to say something, but you know me, boss. I'm not going to do that, of course. And if anything, I want to take this opportunity to show you how much more I could be doing for you. But that's why I don't have your money at the moment.
So the cop's been watching you.
and he knows I'm connected to you. But if you give me a chance, I can get the heat off of us.
So he actually leans forward, takes the badge, and kind of looks at it, and signals to the two guards that let you up. And he's looking at the badge and the name and everything. And you can tell he's trying to think something, like recall something. I need to open up a different character sheet because I'm looking at the different things you can roll, and you keep changing shit on me.
Oh, yeah, sorry.
You're
I
good.
was just
You're
cleaning
good.
stuff up. The dead police detective was Vince Bellhurst.
Yep. Let's do wits and so you're lucky. So you do know that was the one
I
that
know
was
he
in the
has.
what?
Yeah, in the fire and dead, and there's a good
On
chance
the
he might have heard the
news?
name.
On the
Yeah,
news.
no, I'm aware. And there were plans should something happen. There's a little more manipulation to the piece.
Okay.
Colton left to go get a beer.
Yeah, I seen that.
No, Sage was asking.
Oh. But yeah, luckily he doesn't place it. He knows he should know that name, but he doesn't. He sets it back down. Okay, speak. And he's looking at you.
I think, as I've been following this detective back, you know how sneaky I can be. I think we might be able to turn the tables and maybe get ourselves another informant.
So
I think I might have found a little bit of blackmail that we could use for him. Something his wife doesn't want him to know about.
Blackmail. So I have to decide between an informant or a loose end.
The problem is I'm not a loose end, boss. Like I said, they already know I'm tied to you. If I go missing now, I don't know what they'll piece together.
At the same time, what stops you from informing them and turning on me?
Why do you think I'm late with the payment? If I was going to inform, would have I even come today?
Okay. So what is this blackmail?
He's got himself a little mistress, a little school teacher that his little boy Jimmy goes and sees every day.
I want manipulation and subterfuge.
I'll have to start shortcutting more of these. I don't remember how we do tens.
For now,
if it matters.
For now, we're not going to do tens. Just keep it normal for now.
Okay.
Because it's been different every time. I need to actually write it down and remember, or actually look up what it should be.
Yep.
So we have 1, 2, 3, 4. The school teacher fantasy, always a classic. Always. And how do you plan on using this?
Well, the next time that he comes sniffing around, and he already told me that he was coming to see me again in regards to you, I think we're just going to have a nice little chat about what his wife may or may not want to know. And we'll see how worth it is to him to keep pursuing this lead. Or to maybe find that there's nothing going on here.
He finally puts down the knife. Okay, Ronan. I'll give you a week. But do keep in mind, we know where your sister is. And if you skip town, all of your debt goes to her. That's something you understand?
I understand, and it's something I'm not worried about.
Go.
Good seeing you, boss. I'm just gonna turn around and walk my happy ass out of there.
I am not gonna lie, I am so surprised you didn't fucking try to dominate him.
Not with two other people there, because I didn't know how that would react. I haven't had a chance to test that with multiple people.
I'm surprised you didn't try. Like, he was avoiding your dare, but he like specifically looked at you when he had his attention. I'm surprised you didn't. Okay.
Nope. We're gonna save that.
Oh, by
for
the
the
way,
moment.
roll intelligence and streetwise. So Johnny up the street is a pimp.
Yeah, no, I kind of pieced that together.
Just making sure.
Nothing like a little child slavery to liven up the vampire.
Yeah. Okay. Phage.
Uh-huh.
I assume you left the farm and came back to the city?
Yes.
Okay. What are you doing?
Well, how many days has it been since we're supposed to meet what's his name?
Basically, you have it'll be tomorrow night.
Okay.
So you have any actions you want to do tonight.
I guess Sage is gonna go back to her apartment for now.
Okay. You have several messages on your answering machine.
Oops.
You haven't even been calling out of work anymore. Congratulations, you no longer have a job.
Okay then.
Hey.
Because you were working at the bakery, if I'm correct.
Yes.
Yeah. And it was a motherly figure. Who was the owner of the bakery? She was a friend, wasn't she?
Yes, her name was Rosa.
Okay. So, yeah. And you have 2 dots in resources. Okay. It's gonna be tight. Because you have no job now. She's one of those things like, look, honey, if you're going through some hard stuff, I understand, but you've no call, no show. You left me in a tight spot here at the bakery. I had to find someone else to fill your spot. I'm sorry. Don't come back in. And that's the end of the message.
Well, I guess Sage is gonna do some late night job hunting.
Okay, so it'll be newspapers and things like that.
Yes.
Okay. Okay. So let's go ahead and jump into the next night, shall we?
I'm down for that.
Indeed. Also, I forgot. I was about to type it out, but I'll just ask while we're jumping. Would I have had a chance to ask the boss or persuade the boss to give me some more coke?
Do you have the balls to
Completely
fucking
understand
turn?
if it's
Do you
completely understand
ask
if
the
it's too
boss?
late.
Tell you what, we will go back, and you are still in his office after he told you he had 1 week to get his money for the coke you already had.
Yeah.
And you're going to turn and ask him for more coke.
I'm not going to now.
I have to say, because you have some fucking balls on you.
They are quite large. AC/DC has actually written a song.
The biggest of them all, I hear.
The biggest of them all, indeed.
You telling me that you want me to give you more of my cocaine?
I need to work on my voices better, but yeah. So you're not gonna do that?
No, I'm good.
Okay, and
I don't want to anymore.
You are kind of low on cocaine, by the way.
I'm aware.
Okay, as long as you're aware.
Hence the reason for asking. But I'll just find it other places. It's fine.
So, GM, tonight's the night. I called my sister
Okay.
and told her to come on over to meet me at the apartment and that it was super important. And then I left to go to the Wink and Tickle, and I left the note, the money.
So as you're going to leave, what's one of your kids' name? Pick one for me, would you?
Oh, geez. No,
They gonna get it out of there without the kids noticing for 3-4 nights in a row? Notes.
It's up to you.
We got names? Did you have names?
They do. They do. Hold on.
Thing 1 and thing 2.
And they're only like 6 and 7, right? 6 and 8.
There's something like that. Sure.
I think Hansel and Gretel might be a bit more appropriate at the moment.
Valencia and Jameson.
Okay. Valencia. Kind of just, you see her pop her head out the door, kind of looking down the hallway as you're getting ready to leave. Daddy?
Yeah, sweetie. Make sure the door's locked behind Daddy.
Where are you going? You leaving us? And she was
I
kind of scared.
am.
About work. Daddy has to
Yeah.
work.
Daddy does have to work. Daddy is off to work. Daddy has a new arrangement going on, and so your auntie's coming over.
But we're gonna be by ourselves.
Yep. No. Your auntie's coming over.
Michael, come here.
think.
I want you to look at the camera looking really sad, okay? Look at the camera looking really sad. That's not sad. That's still not sad. Look sad.
Yeah, you gotta pull it down further.
Pull it down. And you're
and
leaving?
put the lip out.
And it's like, you're leaving? That's not helping. That's not helping. Go away. Go away, boy. You bother me.
I honestly, this is gonna have to be like a Band-Aid. I'm gonna just, so that I don't change my mind, and because I know it's the most asshole thing in the world, just so for right now they don't really want me there. I'm gonna like stomp my foot, point my finger, and say, "Get your ass back in that apartment right freaking now," and yell at her.
So you see her eyes just kind of widen, that starts tearing up, and she does so. She runs away crying.
And I make sure it's locked. I go back to the door and I make sure it's locked, and maybe hold my hand to the door and shed a tear myself. But then I walk off towards the strip club.
Okay.
Into the sunset.
As all daddies do when they leave their children.
I would wait for you to look at her and go, I'm just run to the gas station for cigarettes. I'll be back.
Yeah. And then I get out of there because I really don't want to see my sister. I don't want her asking any weird questions.
Okay. So, you're doing good. Sage, you don't really have anything tying you down at the moment there. But Sage, you do notice that your exploits are on the news, so good job there.
From the farm?
Yep. So cops right now are actually calling it gang violence. It was and basically gang members used attack dogs to attack the family. They don't know why, but there are bite and claw marks. But that's what the news is basically saying. You're a monster, by the way, Sage. Let's continue.
Yeah, no.
So you three meet up at the Wink and Tickle, correct?
Yes.
Yeah, I'm gonna make sure I turn the TV off. As I leave, I was watching just in case anything came up about our friend in jail.
Nothing. Thought them in jail.
Nothing.
Is our friend ever going to get out of jail?
That's up to you guys. I can NPC him if you want. We'll get him out tonight if you guys want.
All right. Well, let's see what Tony wants to talk about first.
Okay, so let's go ahead and get some music going then.
I like how we call him Tony, even though his name is Preston.
His name's Tony.
What?
Yeah.
I had Preston written down.
No. Preston was the guy who is turning vamps unsanctioned in the prince's territory.
Oh.
Tony is the guy we're meeting at the Wink and Tickle.
Okay. Bad note taking. Thank you.
Okay, so you go to the Wink and Tickle, and it is dark. It is smoky, and you're charged $20 to enter a piece. Besides Sage, it's ladies' night. She's only $10 to enter.
Hey, save $10.
It's extortion. Yeah, having not worked for a couple of days and knowing that probably won't again, it hurts more than I thought it would.
Yeah, and after my previous night, I am not too happy about letting go of that 20. But
Okay.
I'm assuming we've kind of all met up outside. We're headed in together.
Yeah. So you go in, and you're kind of looking around, and you actually see Tony at the stage, sitting at the stage.
At the stage, not on the stage.
Correct, at the stage.
Okay.
That's immediately what I was thinking of.
Please
Oh my
welcome
God,
to the stage, Tony.
It's gonna be an interesting night. It's gonna be interpretive dance showing us where Preston went.
Oh boy.
Wait, was he gyrating southeast there? I think there's a warehouse.
I think he was actually directing us with the way that the nipple tassels were bouncing as he moved.
You come on, tell him to go everywhere. That's the helicopter dick, right?
He's all around you.
But he is sitting at the stage.
All
Well,
right.
this can't be any worse than my last night. Let's go, guys.
All right. So we go sit down.
Yeah.
And Colton goes ahead and places a $10 bill on the stage.
He kind of looks. He looks over at you. You know she's my favorite, right? He looks back up at
And
the stripper.
he slides the $10 bill to in front of where Tony's sitting on the stage.
He laughs. He goes, "Okay." And the stripper comes down and takes the $10 bill. And you don't have Tony's attention for a little while. Way to go.
Well, I'd like to walk up and just kind of slap Tony on the back, like, "How's it been, buddy? Really enjoyed last time that we hung out."
He's like, And he kind of just sets back, and the stripper goes back to doing her stuff. He's like, "So, I think Edward knows about you."
Hold on,
Well-
did you say Edward?
Yeah.
Oh my god.
You take notes for that
Does
one?
he sparkle?
Did you take notes for that?
What about Jacob?
I think last time the only name I had for him was Prince of Denver. I'm assuming that's who this is, though.
Correct. He knows about you.
Okay, so the prince's name is Edward. I only have him as the prince.
Yeah.
That's what I had him as, the Prince
Okay.
of Denver.
All right.
But yeah, he actually says Edward this time around. Edward knows about you. He's looking for you.
Like good looking for us or bad looking for us?
I don't know what the hell, who has his ear, but bad looking for you.
Is he also looking for Preston?
You know, he knows about Preston. It was his goons there.
His goons where? At the
house.
fire?
Yeah,
The house?
that's what my informer's telling me.
The other bodies down there? Those were his goons?
Other bodies?
No.
Yeah, did we not go over this last time?
Yeah,
Uh,
I think what he's saying is that it's the prince's goons that set fire to the house
Oh, okay.
and released us or forced us to make
To
our
be-
own exit
yeah,
in that
yeah.
case.
Gotcha.
And so the prince would not be happy to find out that we're
Alive.
still alive.
In
he's like, I'm not
former
sure.
fashion.
He's like, I have no idea who has his ear. But damn, he wanted Preston dead. I have no idea why. And then, miraculously, you guys show up in his city. And no one knows about you.
Okay. I'm gonna vote against going to the prince. Not that anybody suggested that we do that, but I'm gonna already just go ahead and vote against it. We don't go to the prince and say like, "Hey, buddy, we didn't ask for this. We're on your side," because they'll probably just murder us.
I don't know. You might really believe us, you know? What do you think, Tony?
But he kind of shrugs. Hard to say. Like I said, I have no idea why he killed Preston. But he is still the prince, and you are still in his domain. And he is extremely paranoid about shit he don't know. And that is you guys. You are currently unknowns.
I kind of slap Tony on the shoulder, you know, just kind of playfully, and I say, "Hey, is it dark outside?"
He kind of quirks an eyebrow. If it wasn't, how'd you get here?
Yeah. Well, just answer the question: is it dark outside or not, Tony?
Oh, fuck. Yeah.
Then it's my domain.
Beautiful.
So you're saying that everywhere that's dark is your domain?
Nah, I'm just fucking with you, Tony. Man. All right. Well, Tony, there's a reason you asked us here. You didn't do this out of the kindness of your heart. You want something too. What is it?
So I'm in the business of information. You'd be surprised how much information can be taken from someone whose their blood's in the wrong place. And he goes, I own this place. This is my domain. And right now, I want to know who you are.
You own this place?
Well, I'm Ronan. I'm just gonna stick my hand out.
He throws
We met the other night.
He shrugs and takes it, and his hand kind of smells funny.
I see the impression I left on you didn't stay. I thought we really had a thing last time. We looked deep into each other's eyes.
Yeah, and I barked. I remember.
Yeah, no, I'm glad you remember me. It's good seeing you again.
Yeah. But once again,
Colton's just looking around and seeing that, you know, he's like, he really owns this place? Hey, can I have my $10 back?
Wasn't it 20?
no, he mentioned the strip.
Or do you mean the $10 tip?
Yeah, the $10
Did you
tip.
actually say that?
Yeah.
He just kind of smiles at you. It's like, I've done some dumb stuff, but sure, feel free to ask her.
All right, never mind. All right, so information. What do you want?
Did you want change? Like, did you expect her to give you change back? Have you been to a strip club?
I've been to strip clubs where they could give you quarters, nickels, and dimes.
I've seen him pick up the actual rolls of that stuff without hands.
Just flick
So
the
what
quarters on
information does
stage.
Tony want?
He kind of shrugs. Are you... Preston was Camarilla. He upheld the masquerade. Who's your sire? Who are you? Why were you in his basement? You're all different vampires.
No idea, man. I honestly, when we came to, there was a guy that knocked us all out, took us all there from this bar. When we came to, we were all different vampires and we didn't even know it. So this is something that was decided by somebody else. I assume Preston.
What, Tony, maybe you can answer this question. You're much older and wiser than we are,
For sure.
at least in the vampire ways.
Shoot.
How can one turn somebody into a vampire?
The embrace. So, I assume since you guys are still around that you have fed, so it's not the simple just bite and they turn into vampires, right? You figured that out yourself, correct?
Yeah, I think so, and kind of look around. Sage, you're the most experienced of us. Have you noticed anything?
Nope. Nope, I have not.
Is there a farm
Although I
boy with
wasn't
extra
there.
large fangs running around?
Thank
Does he
God,
twinkle?
no. No.
So yeah, it sounds
Yes.
like no. None of us have seen anybody be turned.
So, to embrace, first you must get permission from the elders to give the embrace.
Is that required for it to work, or like just kind of a masquerade thing?
Polite.
Because Preston, that means that Preston got permission for this.
That's possible, but then why did his entire place go up in fire? By the prince.
So it can happen without permission.
Yes.
Okay.
It's a polite thing. We are nothing if not civilized. So, you get permission from the prince, because it is his domain. You get permission from the elders. You would drain your embracee of all their blood. Then you make them drink yours. And hope they don't die from the experience.
Drink yours.
Do they have to drink it straight from me? Or can they drink it out of like
usually
a vial?
Usually straight from you. That's the most powerful, and that's more. Hopefully, they survive. I've seen people slit their wrist and bring it to the embracee's mouth and hope they drink. I have seen them actually bite their tongue off and kiss.
So, if it requires it to be directly from the source, wouldn't that imply that Preston had help? If we're all different vampires?
Exactly.
Do we know who he hangs out with or hung out with?
He is kind of a recluse. Let me actually see if I have anything. I don't think there's actually much on him. He was a recluse. Jacob.
Okay, he's a recluse. But he's now a recluse who has friends from different vampire lineages
He
to
ki-
come and turn other people.
Tony kind of shrugs. It looks that way. I have no idea who he hung out with. You possibly go ask the neighbors if they've seen anything.
Yeah.
Well, that was my big idea. So you guys just take the floor, and Ronan's just going to lean back and listen at this point.
So, Tony, you pride yourself on information, and yet there's a group of mixed vampire company running around turning without the prince's permission. And you're telling me that you have zero information on that other than the fact that it happened?
Yeah. I mean, it could be Sabat, but then why was Jacob Prester with the Sabat? He's Camarilla.
I mean, that's just a culture. People can be people, even if they're vampires.
Guys,
Yeah.
go ahead and keep talking. I'll be right back. I want to see if I can actually find my vampire book real quick.
All right. That's a tradition or a culture. It's not an agenda. Preston has an agenda. You don't break the rules without one, right?
Had an agenda. He's dead.
But
Okay.
typically, yes.
Did we know that Preston was dead? Was that revealed last time?
I think so. I think there was like one body up top whenever you guys tried to get out. And
Bingo.
I think it was mentioned
That's
that
him.
it was
He
Preston.
was found dead. Yes.
All right.
But yeah, like I said, you could ask the neighbors.
Okay. So we could go full Dark Knight Detective on this. I guess I'll ask again, Tony. What are we doing here? Why are we here in your place? What do you want out of this?
He kind of shrugs. I'm thinking I'm an independent. I respect the prince. I don't answer to him. And if I can get some leverage over him, that's great. He wants to know about you guys. I want to know about you guys.
So any information about us that you know is basically for your betterment, not ours.
Now you're getting
Why should
it.
we ever enter this place or deal with you ever again?
He kind of shrugs. You don't have to. But who else is going to teach you the ways to stay alive?
You know how to be a Malkavian?
He is a Malkavian.
Oh,
He kind of,
wait. I thought he did I thought he did the eye thing with Ronan.
yeah.
He did, but multiple vampire types can have the same.
Oh, okay.
Not only
okay.
that,
That's
you guys can
He wasn't
actually,
as good at it.
You guys can actually teach each other your disciplines. You can learn all the disciplines.
Oh, cool.
He goes, you be taught all the powers. Now, if you're any good at it, it's something different.
All right. So, Tony wants us to go and investigate.
He kind of shrugs, like, look,
Sage, where are you in all this? What do you think?
Yeah, I don't know. Sorry. It's been a day.
She's just thinking about those strippers.
What?
Yeah, you can just assume that Sage is just sitting very awkwardly in her chair trying not to look at anything.
You said
okay,
you had a big
so,
day, Sage? Did something happen?
one of the strippers knows that you're at this stage but not paying attention to her, and she's taking offense to that. Just making sure you pay attention to her now.
Colton's gonna place another 10 on the stage and slide it in front of Sage.
You gonna want that one back too?
Nope.
The stripper smiles at you and goes over to Sage.
Very well.
She's all flustered.
Oh boy.
Sage would rather not get caught up in all of the prince drama. So she's fine not talking to him.
Oh, here it
What do
is.
you think we should do?
So
'Cause
here's
the other.
here's a little side note for you guys. I've been looking for this because the original vampire books had some amazing like fluff pieces to it, and this is one of my favorite ones. Blood drips onto the paper with a sound like a snare drum. Rat tat tat it goes. I'm using those drops the way I use I'm using those drops the way I used to use my heartbeat, as a way to count down a few seconds when I'm trying to be calm. My heart doesn't beat anymore, so I need to find something else to use. Right now, it's the sound of my blood dripping from my girlfriend's mouth onto the newspaper on the floor. She's supposed to be swallowing it, drinking it, and letting it turn her into a vampire so we can be together, but nothing's happening. I don't know why. I did it the way Ricky told me you have to do it. I took all of her blood first, then I cut my wrist open and let everything drizzle into her mouth the way she used to drizzle chocolate syrup onto her ice cream. Then I sat down and waited for her to open her eyes again. That was an hour ago. It's not supposed to take that long. The blood keeps dripping out of her mouth and I keep putting more in, and it's not working. The sun's coming up and it's not working. The blood keeps on spilling onto the floor. Honey, you got to drink. Please drink, honey. Don't be dead. Please don't be dead. How about how you embrace? Like, I remember immediately thought of that.
Yeah.
Nice.
But sorry, go continue.
I imagine the DJ just, gave a recount of that story, like from the microphone, like.
Sure.
Thank you, Amber. Anyways, about my girlfriend.
And the other reason I absolutely love this book. Vampire the Masquerade is a game. It's a game that requires imagination, effort, creativity, and above all, maturity. Part of maturity is realizing that Vampire is only a game, and that the situations depicted in these pages are strictly imaginary. If you beat somebody at Monopoly, you don't go out and foreclose on their house. If you sink someone's battleship, you don't go down to the Navy Yard and start throwing Molotovs at the boats. The same principle applies to any role-playing or storytelling game. In other words, you are not a vampire. When a game session ends, put away the books, pack away the dice, and enjoy the rest of your life, and let other people enjoy theirs. For the 99.9999+% of you who are sufficiently well adjusted not to need such a ridiculous disclaimer, have fun. That is literally the disclaimer in the book.
Nice.
That is an excellent disclaimer.
Yeah. But continue, guys. I'm sorry.
So,
As a point of clarification, Tony, when you say the prince knows about all of us, does that also include Titus?
Shrugs. That's probably how he found out. I mean, you're all over the news.
It might not be such a good idea to try and save him at this point. How much does he really know about each of us?
I mean, he names at least. He knows Ronan. You're a drug dealer at the bar. I mean, this is out of character. Like, doesn't know Colton.
Yeah.
He knows Sage really well. He knows you, Ronan, and Colton every now and then. But right now, he's safe in the police station. And Tony kind of shrugs. Tony shrugs and goes, well, Titus is the one with you here. Currently, he's safe in the police station until they move him.
And surely somebody named the Prince of Denver has got some resources inside the police station.
Oh, most definitely. He may be dead already. Or he may be tortured and give your names up already. Heck, he may be a trap to bring you guys in.
All right, Tony. I think we know our situation well enough now. Let's yeah, I think you're right. We're gonna go and investigate and try to figure out what happened to us and how. And you know, you being an independent kind of sets you aside from the masquerade and the Camarilla, all that, you know.
Yeah, I mean, I still follow the masquerade. Like, they have a point. We don't want them to know about us.
Yeah, and I agree. But you know, it kind of makes you a trusted source for us. You know that you're not going to go rat us out to the prince.
As long as it's in my best interest, of course not.
Well, we'll make sure to keep it that way. And
Look at that. Looks like Angel likes you, girlie. Kind of nudges Sage.
Nope. No.
and yeah, so you know, I kind of nudge Ronan and nudge Sage and say, hey, let's go check out where it all went down. Well, where it all went down, and you know, try to figure out more. And then, Tony, we will be back here in like. I mean, you own the place. Are you here every night?
Pretty much. Unless something catches my attention. More than Angel here.
So, if we come here and you're not here, you know, if we ask one of the girls for Tony, you know, where's Tony, or hey, we want to talk to Tony, they know how to get a hold of you, right?
Usually, yeah. He kind of
All
looks up and like to Angel. She winks at him.
All right. So let's go about our business. Also, what time does this place close?
Like probably like 4 or 5 a.m.
Okay. All right. Let's get out of here. Sage, Ronan, unless you're having too much fun.
8:30 at the door.
And Angel kind of pouts when Sage gets up and leaves.
Yeah, let's get out of here, Ronan. Sage, where did Sage go? Oh, she's already gone. Okay.
There's no screams yet, so it should be okay.
Yeah. Colton sets another 10 in front of Tony and slides it, you know, onto the stage, and then gets up and leaves.
He yells, "By the way, stay away from the Broad Street."
Thanks, buddy.
We should go to the Broad Street.
All right. So I assume we've all exited the Wink and Tickle.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Ronan, roll a intelligence streetwise for me.
Was it because Broad Street's a bad place and I'm a bad guy?
No, actually, anyone who has intelligence streetwise can roll it.
We should all have at least some points in intelligence, right?
Mm-hmm. Ronan, you're good.
Jesus.
Colton, you're good.
Colton knows that street like the back of his hand.
It's another strip club, so of course you know. Okay. Colton knows it really well. I think I'm going to have it to where 10s can't be negated by 1s. Let's do that. But yeah. Colton, you're like, wait, that's like, so Ronan, Sage around there, you know, like Pops, right? They have, it's like a nightclub of live music constantly. That's what basically the Broad Street is. It's a club and hangout.
Okay.
With live music, stuff like that. It's pretty well, it's not like this strip club's a little dingy, a little run down. This one, the Broad Street's pretty well kept up. Some money's been put into it.
I bet that's where the prince is at. I bet that's his base of operations.
Yeah.
Vampires seem to have a thing for strip clubs.
I am okay if we avoid it anymore.
I'm just using the generalization of the one older vampire we know.
You know, this may and it's a very good point, Ronan. It brings me to mind. We may be dealing with Tony really enjoying knowing who we are and where we are and what we are, and withholding that information from the prince because it's beneficial to him. How is it beneficial to him? As he owns a small dingy club as opposed to the Broad Street club that is, like we're assuming is part of the larger Camarilla family or something. I think just as much as we need to investigate Preston and what turned us, we need to do what we can to get the upper hand on Tony. So I think we go investigate, but once it becomes 2:30 in the morning, we come back here, we follow Angel. We find out we might need to capture her and do some investigation of our own, information gathering of our own.
You
Pump her
could
for
have just
information.
paid her at the strip club for that.
Handcuffs, pump her for information, the usual. What's my name? Who's your daddy?
Did anybody else hear that voice?
I do agree that I don't think Tony can be trusted, but he kind of came out and said that himself too, that he's in it for himself, and if the information is going to help him, he will sell us out. So I agree. I think we need to find a way to make sure that information is not beneficial to him, or we find a way to make ourselves indispensable to him.
Right. Just like Angel has. So we I think she knows quite a bit.
Okay. So just kind of heads up for you. You can research Jacob Prester. I have all the information here. You can research the prince. You can research through the police station what's going on with Titus, the arson case. You can pretty much research the Broad Street.
We do need to figure out what we're doing.
That's what's all laid out
Titus.
in the book. Now, how you guys go about all that is something different. But that's laid out in the book, and I have. Anything else, I have to wing it. But that's kind of the direction you guys need to go.
Thank you, Sky Voice.
So, Sage, any suggestions, advice, guidance?
Go for the neck. Sweep the legs.
Yeah, you mentioned that it was a rough night the other night as well. What? Anything happen?
Oh, just had some of those manly urges. Gotta kill things and cook outdoors.
You killed more people?
Not intentionally. Did not go there with that intention.
But
Just kind of ended up happening.
what's your body count now? How many people did you kill?
7.
The silence is so much more effective than an actual number.
Is it a silence though where she's just kind of staring off into the distance remembering?
Yeah.
Or is it a silence where she's like staring at her feet and shuffling like she knows she did something bad?
Like she's staring off in the distance. We start hearing Vietnam sounds.
What's the one song that's always in the Vietnam movies?
Oh, the Fortunate Son.
Yeah, Fortunate Son. Thank you.
PCR.
Does anybody know you killed these people, Sage? Because that could be a whole other set of issues now.
I do not know. I did not stick around.
Did you remember to lick the wounds?
No, I just killed it all with fire. So,
That's one way to do it.
Ronan's just gonna walk a couple steps away. Incredibly disappointed. Nothing has been learned. Lots of practice. Nothing has been learned.
well, there wasn't much left to lick at that point, so fire was just the best option.
Oh boy. Oh boy. Oh boy. Oh boy. Oh boy. Well, you wanna take a trip to the police station with me?
I don't know that would be a good idea. Mm-mm.
I do think we need to figure out what we're gonna do about Titus. Are we gonna save him before it's too late? Do we let him go?
I mean, there's no way that he's fed, right?
Correct.
No, but it has only been a few nights, so he's probably hurting, but he's getting close. But
Like,
at the
he's
same
gonna
time,
die if we don't
Does-
save him.
is that something we're okay with?
I mean, I
I mean,
can always kill him later.
I was gonna say I'm asking Colton at this point because I know Sage is just gonna say, "Yeah, let's go."
I know it's so-
I mean, on the one hand, it does solve the problem, but on the other hand, I wonder if a lot of the information about where we were and how we were and everything has come from him being in that place, and maybe information has flowed from Titus to police to the prince. You know, if he's really that rich and powerful.
Well, if
Yeah,
Titus is already
possibility.
giving information up, is it even wise to go to try to save him?
I mean,
What
he's
more
not
information can he
necessarily
give?
in league with them. He is, his livelihood is at stake. He has no idea what's going on. Yeah, his unlivelihood is at stake. He has no idea what's happening to him, and it's happening to him in a jail cell, a place where he's not normally at. So, you know, his entire situation has changed. I don't blame the guy for providing information. Maybe he even believes that he's doing the right thing.
I'm not placing blame, but I'm saying if the information has already been given, what's the point in saving him now? It's not like we're going to prevent it.
I have 3 dots in empathy, by the way, GM, so this all makes sense.
I don't think I have any dots in empathy. I have 1. Ronan doesn't give a shit.
It's like empathy, subterfuge, and computer. That's
You computer well.
I computer goodest.
He is going to format that Microsoft Word document so good.
It wasn't even Word back in the day, was it?
This is the 90s? Yeah, that would have been like early precursor Word. Like the original.
I'm hoping for like a mid, it's the 90s right now, right? So we're not quite there, but I'm hoping at some point we get a little more XP.
A wink, wink, nudge, nudge.
Very good. Very nice.
Hey, Ronan, I have you beat. I have nothing in empathy.
Yeah, no, I'm not surprised.
You're role playing it very well.
You're doing very well. That came right on through in your performance.
All right, so Titus is in jail. What do we want to do?
If you guys want to save him, I'll be the getaway driver.
I think you should be the distraction. You're probably the healthiest one right now.
Yeah, she has the most blood, I believe.
Yeah.
She
yeah.
better if she killed 7 fucking
Oh,
people.
by the way, everyone loses a blood point for waking up today.
Oh.
Oh.
Gay.
All right.
I'm hurting. That's
yeah.
not good. That's not good.
All right,
Colton,
so maybe-
you are fucking starving. Everything
Yeah.
that walks by looks like. You ever see like the old Looney Tunes things? They walk by as like a walking steak or something like that, or a sandwich.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's pretty much it. So Colton, you're fucking starving. Ronan, how you doing, buddy?
I am down to 2.
You are
That's
fucking
me.
starving.
Yeah.
Yeah, you and I are feeling the same pain there.
Sage is at like 15.
Sage is at 10. Way to go, Sage. If you want, Sage can offer her blood to you.
You know, I think
I don't think it would work for me. Based on everything I know.
All right.
I tell you what.
Maybe the
we
cops isn't the best thing tonight. Let's go do some other stuff and then track Angel. and then
Or
we'll do the cops another night.
what time is it at this point?
11 p.m.
We all take a break for an hour and feed real quick and meet back up, wherever. Because
Would it be better for us to split up and feed, or,
well, I've got somebody I can give a call to that I think will allow me to feed.
you do your thing, man. I'm not even gonna ask questions. Game
You know it.
respects game. Let's let's do that. Sage, you can obviously chill. You can go back inside if you want.
You can come with one of us if you want to. You can maybe help Colton out. Show him how to feed on somebody real quick.
Sure, I'll take along with Colton.
Yeah.
Where do we want to meet back up?
Not here.
No, and if
Yeah.
we're going to get a car, then where can we pick one up at? I don't have one.
I have one.
I suggest not mine.
Yeah, no, nothing tied to you.
I have one.
I'm just picturing like a
Okay.
little Ford Focus or a little fucking Monte Carlo.
What,
Well-
mine?
Yeah,
Yeah, something very practical.
minivan. Minivan.
Oh yeah.
Like a Ford. What was in the early '90s? A Ford Aerostar.
There we go. So here's a question. You can be tracked by that car, right? So when your sister realizes you're missing again,
Yeah, we're just gonna have to take off the license plate.
God.
like that's not gonna be fucking.
We're just asking to be pulled over.
I saw it in a movie. Okay.
Okay, maybe we don't do the police tonight then. But I could still feed.
Yeah.
I could definitely still be hungry. So
Yeah.
So let's go Ronan
let's meet
first.
back up at the bar.
Yeah, let's meet up at the bar in hour and a half.
Okay.
Okay, Ronan, what do you do?
I'm just gonna call my I forget the name for it. I'm trying to find it real quick. My
Herd?
herd.
Herd? Okay. You call her
Herd
up again.
or whatever.
Let's call her Tiffany. Shall we name her Tiffany?
Sure. I'll put that in real quick.
And I said, "What about?"
That's what was stuck in my head.
Breakfast at Tiffany's.
After we fucking played Bridge Crew last time, that was stuck in my head like for 2 days.
Yes.
And it was, of course, it was you singing it, not the actual song, just your voice singing it.
I definitely made the mistake last time of healing. What am I gonna do? Because I know I just fed on her recently. Whenever I call her, I'm gonna ask her if she has any redheaded friends that also like to party.
So you have a type.
I think that's what you said last time.
Yeah,
was
you-
it had
you
to
do.
be okay? But I also have a type. But
You
you know,
kind of call her, and she's like thinking, natural redhead?
I mean that'd be preferable, but I don't think I'm super picky.
That is literally who you are. You are super picky, by the way.
Okay, well then, yeah,
Um,
yeah, let's go natural redhead.
Ah,
I'm assuming I have like just enough coke left for this, and that's probably it.
probably. She sounds pretty out of it, though.
That's fine. I just need her to bring her friend.
No, I don't. No redheads. No.
Okay, well, I'm just gonna have you come over. You want to come over and party again?
You
I got a little pick me up.
come over here. Oh, I've already had enough.
Oh, you've never had enough.
Okay, where?
Same place.
Okay, back to your apartment.
I don't know anywhere else. So
Yeah. Sure. You go back to your apartment. But it takes you a good time to get there. She shows up. And she's already kind of stumbling and kind of smiling at you. She's already high as fuck.
okay. I'm still going to give her some because I don't know what she's high on, and I
Okay.
think that matters for me.
Okay, you give her more. Any feed?
Trying to. Yeah, no, I'm definitely going to feed.
How many points?
How's she looking?
Really, really fucking high. And pale.
Hmm.
And she starts to convulse.
I'm just gonna feed everything. Fuck it.
Okay. So you get 3 points out of her. Let's give actually you take everything.
I was gonna say 3 or 4 in the first place.
You take 5.
Oh,
And near the end, it doesn't taste nearly as good.
yeah.
She literally overdosed. Lack of blood and more drugs. And now you have a dead hooker.
Yep.
Yeah, on your couch.
I'm going.
On your bed in your
Yeah.
house.
No. I know.
But
But
way
I
to
don't
go.
live in a great-
You got 5 blood points. You got 7 now. Way to go.
Yeah. I also don't. I mean, I don't live in a great neighborhood. I'm assuming I also need to lose the herd.
Yep. Because you
So
overfed on her.
that's fine. Yeah. I'm going to lick the wound. Well,
Okay.
or I assume I would have licked before.
Yep, that's fine. You do so.
And then I'm gonna take a look outside real quick through my peephole. Maybe take a bag of trash out. I'm gonna leave her inside for a second.
Okay. Oh, I should be so mean, but I'm not going to.
And your sister's there.
I was
Yay!
thinking about it, but no, I don't want to derail it. No, she didn't show up today. She normally does.
Well, good, because I told her to stay the fuck away, so it's a good thing she fucking listened.
Yep.
Do I see anybody whenever I step outside my apartment with my trash bag?
Yeah, I mean, it's a street. People will drive by every now and then.
Oh no, just in the. I'm not like I'm just in my because I'm in an apartment, aren't I?
Yeah.
So like just in my apartment building. I'm assuming it's like a multiple
Yeah, different
floor,
yeah.
low income housing
Yeah,
area.
there's occasional people, but it's pretty dead. It's almost midnight.
I mean, yeah,
It's
that's
midnight
what
on
I
a
figured it should be.
Wednesday, so yeah.
Okay. I'm going to head back inside.
Okay. You know it's easier.
I'm gonna
if
look.
you-
Oh,
Why are we
If
going
I
out for
what?
a butcher? None of my Sage. None of mind, Sage. I'll say, you can possibly make her fit in a couple trash bags.
Well, yeah, and so that's what I was going to say is I'm going to, but do I want to put her in trash bags or do I want to like just another dead hooker that's in this low income area that overdosed? I think I'm just going to. I mean, it's like Colorado, so it's cold. I'm going to throw some gloves on. I'm going to throw my jacket on, and I'm going to throw an arm around my shoulder, and we're just going to walk outside.
Wait,
Maybe
you're
walk-
gonna weekend at Bernie's this thing?
We're going to walk outside, and I'm just going to.
Drop her
Go
on
down,
the
like-
sidewalk? Or... Okay.
Yeah, we're gonna go down a floor, and I'm just gonna. It's a low income housing area. There's probably bums in there all the time.
Just sit on a park bench with her, and then stand up and say, "I told you it's over," and run away.
Ronan, you're just gonna drop
Yeah,
her?
I'm just gonna make.
Okay.
Well, yeah. So we're just gonna walk down a floor or two. I'm gonna find an empty floor of the. I'm assuming there's an empty floor. It's fucking midnight. There's nobody out.
Sure.
And yeah, we're just gonna drop her,
Hey.
like prop her up against the wall, like she's sitting there, fell asleep.
Okay. You do so.
And I'm gonna leave.
Do you? Oh, you. Which investigation?
Oh boy. Oh, there it is. Hugh.
Saliva and fingerprints.
I said I put on gloves.
You did?
Yeah, I said I put. It's a
Before or
cold
after you fed
collar.
on her?
Oh, well, yeah, that's fair.
Saliva, DNA.
But it's the 90s. The DNA tracing was still pretty bad.
OJ walked, man.
OJ, yeah,
Yeah, you already got the gloves. You're halfway there to this defense.
exactly.
If the glove don't fit, you must have quit.
I mean, I don't really know where else I could realistically throw her, because if I throw her in the trash, it's going to look even worse. At least if there's saliva, I
You
can.
did lick the wound.
Right, and so it's just going to look like she overdosed. So if somebody comes and is like, "Hey, we found your saliva on this dead body," I'll be like, "Tiffany, no!"
She was my favorite whore. Oh, that explains a lot. Okay. Have a good day, sir.
Yeah, she was my angel.
Okay.
not to be
OJ
confused-
was
not to be
acquitted in
confused with Sage's
1995,
angel.
so
What's that?
It's
OJ was acquitted in 1995. So we're not even to that point yet.
yeah. See, it'll be fine.
Okay.
Nobody will ever know.
So
gonna be
you
great.
Just leave her? Okay.
Yeah, I honestly, I just don't know what else to do with her. So I'm gonna make it look like she just overdosed and just call it a day.
Lucky
Ronan's
you
not
still have
particularly
cocaine.
adept at
No,
killing
you don't
people.
have cocaine. You're out of cocaine now, by the way.
Yeah, I gave her the yeah.
So that was 3 or 4 bags that you never got paid for.
Gone.
That you never paid.
I'm aware.
Okay. Making sure you're so aware.
It's gonna be a good time.
Colton. What do you do?
I'm also out of cocaine.
God damn it! There goes my plan.
Well, apparently
Sage.
me and Sage are hanging out, and we're gonna go and we're gonna get me fed.
Okay.
Remember the alley where we chased people we were very cool and successful and super awesome at being vampires?
Oh, you're
and we
talking to
chased
me.
them
You're
down the
talking to
alley?
me or Sage?
Sage.
Uh-huh.
Remember how we were awesome at chasing those bad guys down that alley?
Did Ronan really
Mhm.
come back just to type that?
I sure did. I sure did.
We should go to kind of that neighborhood, or a worse one if you know it. And look for bad guys.
Uh, I kind of thought that going to a butcher might be a little safer, less drama.
Do we know at all that pig's blood will work?
I think Tony mentioned cow tipping to you.
Indeed.
Cow tipping was indeed mentioned.
All right. So
Good luck with a butcher at midnight.
Yeah. True. Well, I mean, they probably have buckets of.
You guys could
Blood?
literally go out of town and literally go cow tipping.
Yes, Sage, do you
that's
know any
true.
farms that we can go to?
No, actually, I don't.
Oh, okay. I thought maybe you might.
It's so hard to stay away and be quiet when you get. Just want to get chips.
Oh,
All right, so I don't like wasting time. I don't think driving an hour out of town just to drive back, because I still want to follow Angel and see if maybe we can, corner her and get some information out of her. But yeah, there's some bad guys. There's some bad guys in town.
yeah, no one has killed a hooker.
Yeah, we need to avenge that hooker.
No, you don't. No, you don't.
All right, so Sage, you down for this? You down for
Batman war.
Hey, yeah, maybe we send you down the alley, like all like, oh no, Yeah. and then I drop down from like the stairwell or something and swear to me,
Yeah,
and then we both
go all
and then-
Ghost
and then we
Rider
both
on
just
them.
feed. Yeah. But then they turn back and they're like, haha, you're not gonna get us. But then they turn back and you're already on them as well. Just kicking ass.
Yeah.
Because you're
Just remember
definitely
lick the
stronger
wound.
than I am.
I could hold them down while you fix that. Sure. Let's go kick some ass.
All right, so we head to Crime Alley.
Okay.
You
Basically,
Not a bad idea.
you're basically just following Ronan for a good half an hour.
we head to Crime Alley. Bruce Wayne's parents were killed there. There's still pearls.
Do we have roses to leave as tribute?
Do you? But
So-
no,
so
you
is there-
go to the seedier part of town. Got it.
Yeah.
Okay. And what are you looking for? What are you doing?
We're gonna do some stuff to purposely get in trouble with some of the seedier criminal types,
Okay.
and like send Sage down an alley by herself, But then I'm on the rooftop, and I'm gonna.
Okay. So
Yeah.
you're gonna
So
start climbing up a fire escape. Yes.
yeah. So I mean, first we're gonna coordinate. I'm gonna say, all right, Sage. Down that
Mhm.
alley is some crime.
Mm-hmm.
And you're gonna just go down there and play damsel in distress as best you can, and then as soon as you see me that it's on, and you're gonna kick ass all over everything, and I'm gonna try and help you.
Don't know how well this is gonna work, but okay.
All
It's
right.
okay. Neither does the GM.
So then Colton, Colton goes and right before he leaves Sage, she sees him, take that wedding ring off, and he puts it in his pocket, and he just says, and she hears him whisper something. I don't know if she hears exactly what it is or not, but he puts it in his pocket, and then he just kind of looks over at her, nods, and begins climbing the nearest building to get a height advantage.
Okay. So he climbs to the building. Okay. And you're just going to assume that crime happens around that building.
Well, no, like climb maybe from the other side of the building and then climb, maybe down some stairs to like watch over the area where, the alley.
Okay. So you
And
do
then-
so.
and then-
The alley that you killed those guys in. That same alley.
Not the same alley.
Okay. So you were looking down
A
into an
different, worse alley.
alley. Okay. So you have to find a worse alley. So do you actually find the crime first and then go around and climb up the building? Or are you looking
No,
for like gang
no.
members like hanging out in the alley? Or
Yeah,
looking
yeah.
For, are you looking for this
Yeah.
empty one?
Yeah, we're looking for like obvious signs of like gangs and stuff,
Okay. Roll
Or
perception
maybe-
alertness.
Okay, perception alertness. What do I?
They could both roll for that, right?
They both can roll,
They're
correct.
together.
They both
Okay.
can roll, correct.
What are we rolling?
Oh, boy.
Perception and alertness.
Oh boy.
-1. Sage.
Colton's looking around with a hand in front of his eyes.
Oh.
Is that -2? Even better.
Huh.
-3.
Oh boy.
Oh yeah, it is. It is.
So we walk up to like a businessman in a suit, and it's just like, hey, do you want to rob me? Do it in this alley. Come on.
Okay, so this is a bot. Ronin. Choose their fate. What is something that you want to see them get out of?
The whole time I've been thinking, like, how are they gonna determine somebody is a bad person?
Like-
I'm just assuming they're just going to attack just some random ass person that looks sketchy in the fucking alley.
Personally, I like the businessman thing. Like, hey, do you want to rob me? Here's the gun. Like, oh no, Mr. Businessman, here's my wallet.
Like,
And
like
then you
cops
run-
that
and
are
then
really
you-
bad at entrapment.
And then you run off without your wallet. So the businessman literally robbed you.
But then the other one jumps down like, you stole that wallet.
And he just hands the wallet to you. Like, here, you want to get back to him?
That's exactly how it should happen.
Yeah, I think we learned everything we know about crime from like that Michael Jackson Beat It video. We're just gonna both grab knives and dance in the street,
So let's go with. Actually, Ronnie had a great idea. You find a drug deal going down. It's in a
And
dark
we
alley.
don't recognize that it's happening.
You see it? It's a drug deal going down.
Oh, sweet. Do I think I have time to do the Batman thing and gain height advantage?
You can try. Depends how well you roll strength and athletics. It is athletics, right?
Let me look at my strength and athletics. Yeah, there is athletics. Yeah, can I use my empathy to climb?
No.
You have to caress the wall the whole way up, saying, "I'm sorry, baby. I don't want to hurt you."
Strength and athletics.
No, I'm not going to climb. I'm going to say, come on, Sage. I know exactly what to do. And,
Oh boy.
and I just say, just follow my lead. And I walk into that alley.
Okay.
And I approach them very, very cool, like, you know, like if I had sunglasses to wear at night, I'm putting them on, you know, and I'm just like, hey fellas, you know, I'm looking to get in on this, you know.
They kind of look at him. And on what? We're not sure you're talking about. They kind of start straight up and kind of putting some stuff back in their pockets.
Yeah. You like money or not?
So the guy, the drug dealer, kind of looks at you and goes, so, you're coming to buy drugs from me, correct?
Nope. And he turns around. I'm gonna turn around.
But does he with that perception and awareness? Yes, sir,
Gee,
Mr. Officer, I sure would like to.
Does Colton? So I know Chris knows.
Sage,
at this
what are
point.
you doing? Like, you literally walk up with Colton, and Colton goes nope and runs off. Sage, what do you do?
God damn it, and then runs after him.
Ooh, do not invoke God on this one. You're a vampire. That hurts.
Ooh.
Anyway, okay, so Colton. Fail.
Was there an alley across the street?
Sure.
I don't know. I'm pretty hungry, man. Is there like a homeless guy in there?
Sure, it's Denver late at night.
I mean, with those rolls, I end up finding some girl just sitting on a park bench, and I try to feed off of her, and she's already empty.
Yeah.
Yeah. So maybe it's not a great idea to keep down this path. I'm a little
Hungry. Everything
A little
looks
hungry.
amazing to you.
yeah. Are there? All right. I got it. It's not a great idea, but I got it.
That's par for the course.
I'd like to find a large hotel,
Okay.
and I tell Sage to wait across the street.
Sage, you gonna wait across the street?
Sure. Yeah.
I'm gonna sit in the lobby, near the elevators,
Okay.
and wait for somebody to go, like they're walking towards the elevator. You know, kind of try and time it to where I know that they're the only person who's going to be on that elevator.
Okay. It takes a little while, but okay, you do so.
And so then I'm going to make sure that I'm also on that elevator.
Okay. You do so. It is a woman. She's actually pregnant.
All right. And
2-for-1 deal.
God damn you. All right.
Quick, Sage, hop in, make it a 2-on-2 fight. Make it fair.
Nope.
Uh,
He got himself into this mess.
I'm gonna. Yeah. You know what I'm gonna do?
What are you gonna do?
I am.
Be polite and open the door for her?
I am going to press the button for the highest floor, or you know, what button did she press? Like we're obviously on 1.
3.
I feed as hard as I can.
Okay.
I feed as hard as I can without killing her.
1 blood point. Tell me when to stop. 2 blood points. 3 blood points. 4 blood points.
All right, I stop, get off the elevator at 3, press the button for 1, and take the stairs, and then meet Sage across the street.
Okay. Too bad that really nice hotel had cameras. But sure.
In the elevator?
They have you walk in the elevator with her, and you don't walk out with her. But sure, you're across the street with Sage now. Way to go! You got 4 blood points.
Yay!
And she screamed, of course, when you bit into her.
Yep. So, I say, come on, Sage, let's go. It went fantastically. Let's go back to the Wink and Tickle. Or, where did we say we were going to
the
be?
bar.
So you
bar.
basically
Meeting at the
hit,
bar.
so you sent the elevator back down, you said.
Yes, so that she can get medical attention. Hopefully I didn't kill
But
her.
you're going at next to the stairs, which is right, not that far from the elevator usually.
Oh, the stairs on the other side of the hallway. You know, like on the side of the hotel, you come down the stairs and then you exit that way and then just cross the street and come down half a block and then I'm meeting Sage again.
Okay. So as your way out, you hear the elevator open and then just close.
Oh, and I licked the wound.
Okay.
I had licked the wound.
Okay. No one noticed her.
Well, hopefully I don't know that because I'm already down the hall and down the stairs and around the corner. I
Okay.
gave her best shot.
Okay. You meet back up. I'll allow it to happen this time around. That's
All right.
I have some gut punches planned for you guys later, so I'll let you have this.
All right, Sage. It went well. I feel great. Let's go.
Okay.
Quickly. Let's go. Okay. So FYI, yeah, that first one was an undercover cop trying to get you to admit it.
He was so obvious about it.
Yeah, says you.
Are you here to buy drugs, sir?
Nope. So you go back to the Wink and Tickle. I assume you wait outside, right?
No, I thought we were going back to the bar where we got
Yeah.
turned
We,
up.
we
Okay.
told Ronan to meet us back at the bar.
The bar. So
Yeah.
Okay. The crossroads.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes.
So you're inside? Okay. Then as soon as he finally gets back, I guess. I can tell you what, since we're waiting on Ronan to get back, let's go take a 5-minute break.
Alrighty.
Okay. Okay. Just quiet on about the same. Okay. What are you doing? Mm-hmm.
Okay, I'm back. Oh, Matthew there?
I am.
I got another little thing to read to you. You'll probably like it. Once again, from the good book.
All right.
There's blood on the windowsill. That wouldn't be too bad if the window in question wasn't 9 stories up. But as things stand, it might be a bit of an oddity. The police are going to look at this, notice a distinct lack of the fire escape on and a body down the alley below, and start questions. Then, when the coroner reports that the body on the sofa has been sucked dry, more questions are going to be asked. Someone will eventually put 2 and 2 together and get fangs, and then my ass is going to be in a sling because it's my child who's responsible for the whole mess. So I've got to be the one to clean it up. Otherwise, Prince, I've got a stick shoved up so far up my ass it ought to paralyze me, looks like is going to use this as an excuse to turn both my kid and me into ash. And while at this point I can give a rat's ass about what's happened to my errant embracee, I'm sure as hell don't want to get crucified because he's a binge eater. So first things first, I smash the place up as quietly as one can. There's some blood left in the body, so I splash that around as evenly as possible, taking care not to leave boot prints. Whatever valuables I find in the process, I scoop up, and hopefully some bored homicide detective will write this off as another case of the crackhead knocking over an apartment and find the resident home. The fix won't hold up to an intense scrutiny, but at least it will take the cops down the wrong road if they eventually actually mount an investigation. Then I take the body and toss it out the window. I wait for that wet thump I know and love from way too many of these cleanup jobs. Then I concentrate for a second, sort off my human shape like, well, screw the metaphor. If anyone's looking for where the body in the alley came from, they're gonna see a bat heading up into the night. Mind you, one very pissed off bat, but it's hard to tell that kind of thing from a distance. I love the
I'm just
humor in this
imagining
book.
what makes a bat look pissed off.
Okay, you
Normal
back,
bats
Ronan?
have eyebrows like this, but then pissed off bats, their eyebrows are like this.
Sage, you here?
Sorry, just had to step away for a few minutes. What did I miss? What happened at the hotel?
He killed a pregnant woman.
I did not kill her, though she may die.
Did you feed on the baby too?
No.
They're
Did you
all
lick the
attached. Yes, he did do that.
I did lick the wound, yes.
Well done, well done.
It just looks like she has fallen in the elevator
And lost
And
half
she
her
can't
blood.
get up.
and lost some of her blood. Pregnant women feel lightheaded.
Sage, you back?
Oh, yep. Hello.
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 Okay.
Now that we've respectively
All
fed.
So we met you back at the bar, Ronan.
Okay.
And
I'm feeling much
we all
better
good?
now. Yeah, much better now. You doing well?
Yeah.
Yeah. Sage, kill
hey-
anybody?
Yeah, are you looking for any drugs? Cause I know a guy.
Funny enough, I am looking for drugs. An odd question.
Yeah, we almost did a drug deal with a cop.
I'm gonna go ahead and not
No,
take you
no,
up on
no,
the
no.
offer.
Fulton almost said a deal.
Yeah, Sage is too smart to talk to cops. She
Right,
just kills
Sage?
them instead. She's
Sage
definitely
would
never
never give
talked
you
to
guys'
cops
names to a
before.
cop.
Never.
So yeah,
That explains how the cop found us.
not everybody's happy, but we're okay. So let's go. Let's figure out what we're doing here.
All right, are we? I don't know how we would free Titus. I don't know if that should be our first priority. Should we investigate and get Tony on our side first? Maybe he can help us. Should we investigate and maybe we find we need to get out?
So totally meta and out of character. Do we know if Titus is playing still?
Honestly, he's playing Phasmophobia right now on Steam. When I sent him a message, he's seen it and did not reply.
I think we can leave Titus in jail.
That's kind of what I was going towards, just letting him die earlier. I had a feeling he wasn't going to play much longer.
So, all right. But that leaves the problem of Tony, right? And
Indeed.
even if Tony is our friend, at this point, we don't have a lot of. It's easy for Tony to be our friend because Tony's got a lot going for him. He's got money, he's got the place, he's got the strip club, he's got connections, he has a way to defend himself, he has a way to go on the offense. We have none of these things. And, Tony has shown an interest in us. Without directly disrespecting him, I think maybe we could learn a little bit about him and his operation, or we could go the other way and just investigate the neighbors of the place that Preston had us in.
We'll need to figure out how we're going to investigate, though. It is midnight. Most people are not going to be awake at this point. So if we're going to investigate, it's going to need to be stealthy. And that's if the cops aren't at that house still, since it has been all over the news. I'm sure it's been boarded up and closed up, so we'll probably have to break back in.
Well, no, we don't care about the place that it happened in.
You don't want to investigate that? To see why?
We care about the neighbors. What did the neighbors know? What did the neighbors see?
How are we going to get them to talk to us at midnight about that?
They'll talk.
Hey, Ronan, would you like a suggestion?
Well, I was about to ask what I'm assuming I would have picked up that cop's badge before I left.
Correct?
Yeah. Awful weird to go at midnight, but we can swing it. Fuck it, let's go. Sage, what do you think?
What time is dark in this game?
8 p.m.
And it's midnight now.
Mm-hmm.
How far away is the neighbors, assuming we can find a ride?
I think it's like a 45-minute drive, wasn't it? Well, let's go 30-minute drive. I gotta think back to the first night we played.
Eons ago.
Remember how much you paid the taxi driver? Because you can figure out the distance by how much you had to pay him.
I do not.
Let's see. A taxi driver in Colorado in 1992 charged this much per mile, and
You didn't pay him.
yeah, we just
Yeah, that's true. We did not. In fact, I think he might have paid us.
Some say the meter is still running
Till this day.
to this day. If you listen closely, you can hear it tick, 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 tick.
So, Sage, that's a good point. We might not have time. What were you thinking?
Well, I was thinking I'd still talk to the neighbors using your idea, but wait until like 8:30 the next day, so we're not midnight.
Right, so what should we do with tonight? Because we definitely need to get a move on investigating something. Time is not on our side right now.
No. I say ask around about the that other place.
Oh, the
Broad Street.
Yeah. Not actually go it, just like ask around.
I mean,
we gonna-
Pretend we're new in town and looking for a place.
we kind of already know about Broad Street, right? GM, a little bit.
Roll intelligence or streetwise.
He did say it was a place we could go, though.
Intelligence.
Skyvoice said it was a place we could go.
Are you wanting all of us to roll that?
Sure.
I just assumed.
Intelligence and streetwise?
Mm-hmm. Colton, 1 success.
Very
Roland,
intelligent.
3.
Sage also has 3.
Colton, you know, that's a pretty cool club. And like so for us here at Pops, they're known to have music. They do a lot of local town as well. Actually, Ronan, you go, wait, does he mean Edward Williams? Dude, that's like, I'm pretty sure he owns the Broad Street. He also like plays in the house band there, so he plays music there quite often. If it's Edward Williams, like I think it is. The band, what's the house band? The house band. Oh, Seventh Son. It's the house band.
Hmm.
Sage also had 3. Do we know anything more from that?
Nope, just those only 2 bits of information. That if it's
Damn.
Edward and Broad Street, be Edward Williams. He's a musician. He owns it. He owns a couple of the clubs, and he usually plays there every Thursday and Friday night with the house band called Seventh Son.
Who knew that
S-U-N
French
or
was a
S-O-N?
musician?
S-O-N.
Who wants to go talk to the prince?
Not me.
I'm sure we could plead our case.
I wonder. I mean, he knows of us. He doesn't know what we look like, right? Maybe Sage, because she got in processed at the station.
I did?
Did she?
Didn't you get questioned at the police station?
No. I think he just came to my apartment.
Oh,
But they still, at least that officer knows who we are. I mean, I kind of took care of him last time I saw him. I don't think he's going to come around for me for a while.
Not the same way he took care of the hooker, Colton. You get that look off your face.
He doesn't even know about the hooker. I haven't told you guys about that.
took care of him.
Yep, that's what I heard.
We need to make a decision.
Yeah, you know what? I think it's a great idea. Let's go to Broad Street and
Sniff around.
Yeah, we can sniff around. We can, maybe even split up, but keep an eye on each other from across the room. See if anybody takes any interest in any of us. Meanwhile, checking out the music and see if we see Edward. Gather some intel.
Do exactly what Tony told us not to do. It's gonna be great.
Yeah.
I just suggested asking about the place. I never said go in. Just to clarify that.
We're rebels. Who would we ask? Do we know anybody that would know more about Broad Street besides Tony?
My point was that we already know about Broad Street. We know that it's a club. We know that Edward plays there. We know these things. I mean, there's nothing that anybody could tell us beyond this. Without asking, like, somebody very specific, a very specific question.
Yeah, we'd almost have to find, like, one of his vampires. Or Herd, or somebody that knows something about it.
Which brings up a good point. Maybe you guys go in and investigate, and I'll hang out in the alley and see who hangs out around back, or maybe comes in or exits through the back. Anything too interesting, and I follow it.
Okay. You guys want to go? So, you guys are going to the Broadway or Broad Street?
Broad Street.
Broad Street. Colton, you're going to go around back and use your amazing perception skills.
Yes.
Are you going
Yes.
to get in like a fire escape?
I mean, how tall of a building is this?
2-story.
Is there a way up on the roof? Like, is there like a ladder?
Not really. Not for a fire escape. There's not really. It's basically you have the main area and you have balconies up inside that look down the main dance floor and everything.
Right. Is there like a roof that looks down into that alley out back?
Across the street. I guess you could. I'll give it to you across the street.
All right. Well, I don't have like binoculars or listening devices or anything.
Do you have specs?
No.
Never mind then.
Oh, I do. I have one. I have one in Auspex.
So you actually can see everything a lot cleaner. When you actually find Auspex. So basically, for every dot in Auspex is a minus to the difficulty for all your perception checks. So if I say if it's a difficulty is 6, you have 1 dot in Auspex. For you, it's difficulty 5.
All right.
That's all you have, just that one, right?
Yep, just the one.
But yeah, then if you add 2, it'd be a difficulty of 4, etc., etc.
So, I mean, would it even be worth it to set up across the street, or would I need to be in the alley?
Depends. Either one will work, but if you're across the street, I'm gonna make the difficulty higher.
All right. I'm gonna go into the. I'm gonna go around back and just kind of hang out by the dumpster.
Okay. Ronan, Sage, what are you doing?
Apparently we're
That's
going
a
into.
great question.
I should have called this place the Lion's Den instead of the Broad Street.
Yeah. To warn us off a little more. You know what? I'm just gonna go in. Fuck it. I'm gonna go into the club.
Okay, you do so.
I'll go with him.
Okay.
We're gonna have to face him anyway. We might as well get it over with.
So you guys enter the club. There's the stage, and there is a band playing on stage. They're pretty good. Like, you can hear the music. It's a pretty happy, even for like a Thursday night, it's still pretty busy here. The band's doing pretty good. Like, you have a lot of people all dancing around. Alcohol's flowing, but that shot on the table not that far from you, that's not a Bloody Mary. Well, not the Bloody Mary that should be.
Could have come from Mary. Who knows?
Bloody Tom.
Yeah, there's a shot glass of blood.
And you know what that looks like.
Yes, he does.
Yeah,
smell it.
I'm familiar.
So there's quite a few here that are drinking regular alcohol, but every now and then you catch a glance that you're pretty sure a few of them are drinking blood from the bar.
Bad idea. Just gonna whisper to Sage, this was a really bad idea.
Yeah, I think this very much so confirmed our suspicions, and we can go.
I don't think we can leave that quick. It's gonna look really, really suspicious if we just walk right back out.
Oh,
Just a
Colt, do you have
quick
the ring
about
on?
face.
Colt, do you have the ring on?
I do not.
Okay.
I took it off early.
Okay. Ronan, Sage.
So there are some that are not drinking blood.
Yeah, and there's regular humans walking around, but you notice that some probably aren't human. And the drinks, those blood shots and drinks are coming from the bar.
Looking around, is there anybody that looks like they are a guard or kind of watching the crowd?
Yeah, there's quite a few bouncers.
You got this,
Can-
guys.
Vampire bouncers.
Can Sage do a perception check to see if she can try to hear how many heartbeats are in the room?
Way too noisy.
Ah. Well, Ronan, do we go try
We-
for a drink?
I don't know, because if we know what happens if we try to drink anything that's not blood. It's gonna give us away really quickly. So it's either walk up and order blood, or walk up and order a drink, but we're gonna have to make it look like we're drinking. Maybe maybe it might be better if we both split off to the bathrooms and see if maybe we can find somebody by themselves, so we can get a couple questions answered.
Or slip out the window?
You want to jump out
Look
the
at-
window?
I think she said look.
Oh, okay, you look out the window.
No.
Oh.
Slip out the window.
Slip out the window. Oh. Like
Oh,
the window
from
of
the
the bathroom.
Yeah.
Gotcha. Well, we
It's
could
just
definitely
gonna
take a look.
Oh, by the way, the band is playing. $15 cover charge to enter the bar.
Oh boy.
Oh, Sage, did you not bring money? Because you don't have a job now.
But it's ladies' night.
At the strip club.
I would have covered her anyway.
Okay. You cover her. You are not only short on cocaine, you're short on money.
Yeah, I'm short on everything. Life is a blast. Yeah, I don't know. I think if we stay here, we're gonna end up exposing ourselves for who and what we are.
Yeah, I'd be very surprised if we haven't done that already. Because we're just kind of standing here awkwardly.
Yeah, let's just leave. This isn't our scene.
Yep.
Colton, so you're just hanging around out back, right?
Yep.
You're waiting. Give me a perception alertness, please.
Perception alertness. There's perception. Okay. Yeah.
3 successes. Nice. Someone does come out the back door. A woman. You definitely know her.
Who dat?
She looks identical to your wife.
All right. And all right. First instinct is to throw up the hood.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm gonna throw up the hood and try to mask the face as best I can, and just kind of sit down in the alley.
Okay. You do so, and she come out with a guy, and
Mhm.
his arms are around her.
All right.
They don't
Do
know.
they smell normal?
So you try to smell for blood, or what do you smell normal?
Like they smell like anybody does.
Sure.
You know, as far as like, are they vampires or humans? You know,
You can't
I'm
tell by
trying
smell.
to-
You walk up and sniffer and see. I mean, if you really want to get that close to sniffer.
Pardon me, madam. No.
But it's her and a guy.
All right. I watch curiously from my sitting in the rain as posing as a homeless person with my hood up.
Okay.
And just kind of barely with the eyes, looking.
Okay. She actually pushes the guy up, not that far from you, up against the wall. And starts kissing him.
So now they're a little closer.
A lot closer, yeah. They were walking down the alley, and then I guess she just couldn't wait, and she pushed him up against the wall. Obviously, she's in
All right.
charge.
All right. And since they're closer, is there any new information that I can gather?
It's definitely her. She's a little paler than the last thing you remember her.
I'm gonna see where this goes. I'm not, by any means, am I going to let her out of my sight. But for now, I don't want to give away my position because I want to know what the fuck's going on.
Yeah, that is kind of awkward, isn't it, Sage?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. They're getting handsy with each other. They left the crowded club to be alone.
Mm-hmm.
And then after a few moments, they continue down the alleyway, closer towards you to leave. She's leading him by the hand.
Colton doesn't even he doesn't move his hands, but he feels inside of his pocket. He feels the wedding ring.
Okay.
He feels the weight of it in the pocket. He knows the color of it. It's almost like in his mind. It's like if there were a camera in his pocket, looking at that ring. That's
Okay.
100% what he's seeing in his mind. And he lets them pass by.
Okay. They pass by.
But will not get out of sight. He will follow them.
Okay. So they walk down the street a little ways into a close by hotel.
Okay. Whatever's the best way to.
I'm going to. You need to roll some stealth for me, by the way.
All right.
Let's take a look what we got. Dex and is it stealth or larceny? Stealth. Dex and stealth for me, please.
Ooh.
Against hers.
I'm as the stealthiest.
So every now and then they'll actually stop and she'll kind of turn to look at you. And just kind of, she's like, I assume you kind of duck down, try to hide somewhere, right? When she tries and stops and kind of turns to look.
Yeah. Yeah.
So she looks in your direction, and this time the guy's kind of pulling her along, so she's kind of turns back and follows with the guy.
Right. Continue to follow her all the way to the hotel.
Okay.
And then this hotel, is it many stories?
Let's go. It's a motel, so go on those real cheap 2-story ones.
Okay. Doors to the rooms are on the outside of the building?
Yep.
All right. Then I want to see what room they go in.
Okay. Let's go room 18. Second floor, near the corner, near the ice machine.
All right. I'm going to observe the door of room 18, and when they go inside, I'm going to keep my eyes on that door to make sure that nobody enters or leaves for 1 hour.
Okay.
An hour or two.
Or 3.
If that's what it takes. I mean, obviously, I'm not going to let the sun come up with me in the parking lot, but,
Okay.
as long as it's still dark and there's no fear of it not being dark, I'm going to watch that door. You know what? Let's just give it an hour and a half. Let's give it an hour and a half first, and then I can make another decision.
Okay. Sage, Ronan, you guys ended up leaving. What'd you guys end up doing exactly?
I think we were turning around and leaving the club. So hopefully we left and saw Colton going away.
Nope.
Yep, that can't be good.
Yeah. So you guys step out of
Yes,
the
right.
Broad Street, and Colton was supposed to be watching the back for like employees or whatnot, and Colton's nowhere to be found.
Well, it's not like we can call him.
Nope.
On his cell phone.
I don't know what we're going to do, Sage.
Well,
We can still try to corner somebody, We can try to guess at where he's gone, but I don't know how we'll figure that out. We could go back to the bar and wait for him. Or we can try to explore something else.
Can Sage do a perception check to see if she can smell him?
Sure. Roll perception alertness. Not really.
Damn.
There was an attempt.
It was a good try. Hmm. Just looking around, just since we're outside the club, I'm assuming it's just a line of people looking to get in. Is there anything else going on nearby?
Not really.
And nobody noticed us leaving the club.
Oh, people
Didn't look.
noticed you walked in and walked right back after paying money to get in.
Yeah, but nobody's like coming out to talk to us or anything.
Nope. And we're gonna leave it there.
We're completely fucked. We're completely fucked.
No doubt.
Okay, guys. So let's start at the top. Ronan, you're up first. It looks like. Do you think you deserve points? Like, what do you got? Actually, I'm gonna give everyone a point for showing up. Thank you.
Ronan has big cojones.
But he didn't actually turn and ask the question if they could get more cocaine.
I did not. No, that's true. But I did completely bullshit my way through and bought myself a week on a story that I have no idea on how I'm going to fulfill. But it's going to be great.
I like it. I'll give you a point for that. Definitely. What, buddy?
It stopped.
It stopped? Okay. Hey, Google, continue playing on the living room TV. So, definitely, I will give you a point for showing up, give you a point for talking your way out and not relying on your disciplines. You thought about that. And, what else do we have? Oh, by the way, as far as willpower, did you burn any willpower points? Because you actually manipulated them and played to your nature, so if you burned any willpower, you get it back.
Oh, yeah, I was down 1 point.
So you're actually
Hey.
now. Okay. I'll tell you what. Just overall, and you lost
I lost my herd.
you lost your herd, but you took care of that decently well as well. I'm gonna give you a total of 3 points. Total.
Okay.
So that's your showing up, that's your talking your way out of danger, and that's your dealing with your herd. Okay, who you gonna give a point to? You have a point to give now.
I'm going to give it to Sage.
Yes.
For she made me laugh.
You're
Her
welcome.
murder hobo ways. I'm just expecting us one day to be like, so what should we do about this situation? And it's just going to be, kill them.
Colton,
Kill
you're
So
up,
them
how do
buddy.
we do it down on the farm?
Colton, you're up.
All right, so I get one for showing up.
One for showing up. Convince me to give you another one.
You know, since the last time we played, I've thought a lot about Colton and the fact that he had to make this hard decision about, the fact that Vampire Daddy is not a sustainable lifestyle. So, active character development of, at the end of this night, he can't go back to his apartment. So it is a change in the status quo. And that's going to be something.
I'll give it to you. And I just love. I'm gonna give another one because it's your hesitation everywhere to feed was just fun. I love the hesitation. It's like, oh, by the way, the woman in the elevator is pregnant.
Please,
Gotta
Mr.
do what you
Officer,
gotta
can I
do.
have some drugs?
Yeah, please, Mr. Officer, can I have some drugs?
It's like if McLovin was a vampire. Like
That's exactly what it is. Just the worst.
Okay, and who are you gonna give one to?
Me and Ronan have both been dealing with our own shit this evening, and on two separate scenarios, Sage has backed me up, and then Sage has backed Ronan up. So I think Sage deserves it.
There you go. Sage, you're up. What'd you learn? What'd you do? Convince me.
Well, I didn't kill anyone.
Yay!
Character improvement.
It's vampire, is it?
And I stayed with the group. I did not split off.
I'll give you for that. You follow rule number 2, don't split the party. Which you did last time. Remember what happened?
Yes, very disastrous.
Okay, that's okay, and give one Sage.
I'm gonna give it to Colton because yeah, he did just kind of have to make that very hard decision.
Okay.
I mean, props to Ronan for bullshitting his way through that scenario, but he kind of put himself there. So
I like being in hard places.
Okay. And finally, everyone gets a point for moving the story along.
Word.
So I believe that is 4 for Ronan and Colton. And 4 for
4 for me, 5 for
For
Colton,
Colton,
and
6 for Sage.
6 for Sage.
There you go. Okay, guys. Like I said, I changed how I'm writing the scenario, stuff like that. I can scale it up or down. So it doesn't matter who shows up anymore. I can do it with 2 to 3 people, no problem. And I will see you guys in 2 weeks. Have a good night.
cool.
Thank you.
Good night.
You too.